Hello folks, it's Donal McCarthy here, Principal with 311 Realty, bringing you your update for the GTA/Toronto real estate for March of 2025. So indeed, a lot of doom and gloom out there. We're hearing a lot of media talk about our demand, our sales, they're down. But I want to, later on, I want to touch on some positive stuff that I see. Indeed, it's not all doom and gloom in my opinion. I'm feeling it from people I sit down who are looking to sell, looking to buy. The sentiment is the market tanking? So it might seem like that now, but let's dig into some actual statistics. So here you go. Let's look at demand. Okay, demand definitely down year over year, is 23% down. However, it did increase in February. It was up 24% month over month, but definitely down since last year and previous years. I've seen wonderful data from some of my colleagues out there as well, talking about how for freehold home sales, this was the lowest amount of home sales since 2008, second lowest for condos since 2009, how of all the listings in MLS for March, 60% expired or were terminated. Normally that figure for March is up around only 30% expired and terminated listings for that month. But let's dig in a little bit deeper. Supply increased a whopping 43% month over month, but you'd normally see that. You can see the trend here for previous years. It does increase from January, February into March. However, the supply really jumped. It was up year over year. You can see here, from here to here, almost 29%. Now, one would expect when your demand is down here, much lower than previous years, and your supply is much higher than previous years, come on, basic economics 101, prices are going to plummet. That's not the case. Now, of course, the TREB, the Toronto Real Estate Board, reports the year-over-year data, but that indeed was down. You can see here from the grey line to the orange line, that was down 2.5%. Yet from February to March, it was actually up 1%. And again, back to my old point about the Toronto, and this is general in Canada, our supply is really not keeping up to the demand. Overall, when we're looking at a couple of decades of data, our supply is not matching the demand. And again, resiliency in the Toronto market, because of that, you can see from February 2022 to July of 2022, that was our big correction in the market, right? Is the market tanking? It dropped 20%, but from then, despite the fact that the majority of interest rates occurred after that point, after July of 2022, I think about 75% of the increases occurred after that, you could see how robust and resilient our prices have been since then. Yes, there are seasonal up and downs in terms of pricing, but it's not significant indeed that I think our market is tanking. So there you have it, folks. Yes, we do have more supply in the market. For freehold homes, we're in more of a balanced market. We're still in a buyer's market for condos. But I see things settling down possibly in the middle of the year, later on in the year. Expect more interest rate drops too. That's what I'm guessing will happen next week. Or if you're watching this, is probably this week, probably happening today. So anyways, look, Donal McCarthy here, Principal with 311 Realty. Do reach out if you have any questions, if you need any help, anything at all real estate wise. We're here, not just buying or selling, your whole journey of home ownership. Just that's what we're here for. Okay, thanks folks. Ciao.